I think it's time for the stream to have a different vibe. I think this is a good way to start it. Happy Steph workday. That's right. Did you call her? Yeah, it was fucking annoying. So I called her, and I called her before Zach because I'm such a good son. And then Zach posts like a happy birthday mom haiku on Twitter. It's like fucking annoying. The message was so sweet. No, he's a dick. Don't be tricked. He's just an ass kisser. He included you in it at least? Oh, shut up. It's all... Every ounce of it is calculated. Y'all got. Thanks, Card Girl. I'm glad you enjoyed the podcast. I don't know, how many are we at Patreon right now? You guys have been ridiculous. As expected. You guys are crazy. We're at 360, 359. That's pretty crazy. Try not to swear in the stream for her birthday. Not gonna happen. Same day as OJ's death. What are you implying? Good podcast, bad take about Matt. Here's what I will say about it. Like, the more Matt talks after the game, and I know it should have nothing to do with each other, but the lower I think of his game. You know what I mean? Because he just, like, he just is showing himself to be a stupid human. Which, you don't have to be, like, super intelligent to play a good Big Brother game. Of course not, but, like, when you have the intentionality questions, it's like, how do you, it's hard to not think about this. But I do have a theory about what happened on this podcast and why he was the way he was. I do have a theory. I think he was just trying to impress the people in the room, which is always what he does. That's his, like, thing. Whoever he's talking to, he just wants them to like him. And he has no second level of thought of how is this going to play. Right, so, like, when he was talking to me in America, he would, we think Matt loves us. We was talking to Zach or whatever. I bet if I was talking to him, he'd be like, oh, Zach's a dick, Don't give him a pass. You think this is me giving him a pass? You hear what I'm saying? I think that's just, like, his, the way he operates. Re-rank. Here's the problem, y'all. You guys hate the idea that Matt is 2 in my ranking, but you guys fail to give me people who are better than him. Because if you're saying me and Jag, you really have to look at how bad me and Jag's games were. The one thing I would switch, and I think this is true, I would put Izzy back to 5th, America to 6th. No, Izzy back to 7th, America to 6th, Bowie to 5th. I think Izzy at 5 is a little crazy, a little too speculative. But that's the only thing I would do. That's the only thing I would do. Thanks, JPR. The Bowie thing, I was just like, I've had so many conversations with Izzy inside the game that were so, like, she seems so... She actually could talk on a game level, but that's such a small part of it. What's the story time? Do you guys have a theory? Because we're going way back. It's part 1 of a 3-part story time. It's very real. This is the realest. And when you see what the topic of the thing is, you'll agree that it's real. A 3-part, yeah, so we're only doing part 1 of the story today. Does it have to do with Steph? I mean, slightly. Not really. Draw my life. A Draw My Life, an impromptu Draw My Life would be crazy. I was hoping for a receipts reveal of Matt apologizing to you, but not America, because he doesn't see women as people. That's what you thought this would be? To be clear, like, Matt reached out, you know, because, you know, I sent him the Christmas thing, which I do regret, and I regretted very quickly after. But, you know, I sent him the thing, just trying to not cause drama, send things out. He just responds, thank you, and this whole thing about how me and America are probably upset, and America probably doesn't want to talk to him. And I was just like, I think if you feel like you should apologize, you should definitely apologize, you know, like, reach out to her. And that was just nothing. So that's all. Pull up screenshots, that doesn't help anybody. That doesn't help anyone, so. But, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think it's not too surprising. You guys excited for Sharon Tharp tomorrow? I know, Heidi. No worries. Why are you a weasel? Like, what does that even mean? I'll pull up the clip. Let's get into it.
In the house. What did you say? What are they talking about?
I have no idea either.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama there.
Power of the P, we talk about.
Trying to find the clip, because Lex, who was probably in the chat, had a really good thread here. I don't know. We could just watch some clips quickly. Let's see.
You know, tell how you feel.
Which one is this?
To me, you know, the power of the P, we talk about all the time.
The power of the P. I don't know. I don't speak misogynist. Is this pussy? Is this the P in question? Thanks, Anonymous. The power of the P. Okay.
Power.
If the power of the P was real, we would have turned on Izzy and Suri like week 4.
Of the P, which is, you know, you could say whatever you want, but, you know, for Mariah's case of plastic surgery, that's probably why you didn't get Cory's vote. I mean, let's just keep it real. You know?
All right, let's break this down. What is he saying? Because he's speaking a foreign language for me.
To me, you know, the power of the P, we talk about all the time. The power of the P, which is, you know, you could say whatever you want, but, you know, for Mariah's case of plastic surgery.
Okay, that was not comprehensible.
That's probably why you didn't get Cory's vote. I mean, let's just.
So his theory is Matt did not get my vote because America used her womanly wiles on me.
Keep it real. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
She's like, you're not gonna vote for him. I don't know, America. Maybe you come on the couch.
Okay. 1 to 10. How good of an America impression was that? Let's run it back.
I don't know, America. Maybe you come on the couch and, you know, you're not gonna vote for him. I don't know.
0, 0, negative 20, negative 100, 0, vomit, negative 20, 0.
America,
okay.
maybe you come on the couch and, you know, tell how you feel.
Stay tuned.
Okay, how long
I didn't
did it?
realize that was that big of a deal either. Like, fans were pissed, huh?
I guess her day one, like,
yeah.
loyal fans probably don't like me. I mean, you know, I got her out,
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
like, I had to beat her.
Well, I have a question. To America's day ones, do you like Matt? Let's just get a poll going. Like, should I make a poll? No. Well, okay, to be fair, this is not a good sample size because you guys are Cory day ones. The America day ones are probably somewhere else, right? So you guys, this actually is not a good data set. We'll move on. Okay, so this is a good part. Let's go to this is a good. This is the Weasel clip, I think.
Casted votes for you.
By the way, get this guy in the BB house. He would definitely have a hero edit and win AFP.
Casted votes for you. Cory, Cameron, America, Blue, and Bowie Jane all voted for Jag, right? Did any of that surprise you?
Yes. I truly thought I was gonna get.
In fairness, Matt had every reason to believe I would vote for him, but he also was the person who did all the stupid jury management. So, you know.
To read Felicia's vote. just the way they talked to me. I think the way I treated them too.
Yeah, this is actually true. So it's very weird. So obviously there was the whole like Jag, Bowie, Matt, Felicia treatment, story treatment, that kind of stuff towards the end. But like Matt was, I remember one day we got the camera and it was like, if you could create a BB universe, like, you know, the multiverse twist, what would it be? And he was doing the Felicia verse and he used all Felicia's like catchphrases and stuff, you know, faith of a mustard seed and whatever. And then he felt so bad about it. It was like, I gotta apologize, like that was wrong. I said it behind her back or whatever. And I was like, damn, what a sweetie. So I think he did view, you know, a Suri and Felicia very differently from like a America and even like a Blue and a Riley, you know.
I was surprised I didn't get Cory's vote. Cory, and I saw some clips too. Cory was all about me until like the last day or whatever.
Hey,
Cory
and calling out the pit stains is fucked up. Come on.
told
we all
me
have pit
before he
stains.
left, he said you're playing the best
I do.
game. Keep doing what you're doing. Cameron had
What a
also
weasel.
said
What
the
a
same.
weasel.
Big time.
Right, and they went back on it. Cameron said
Porn
the same
stash, dirt stash.
You know, I'd love to like diss his appearance back, but he looks so damn fly. I wish this was like the Amazon thing where I could like find the shirt, the pants, the glasses. Like I want to say like, damn, your hair is stupid and your glasses are dumb, but like, holy shit, break me off a piece of that, you know?
Dirt stash.
Yeah. Little
thing.
weasel.
Right. And
Let you
then-
think you're cool. You're having sex on TV.
First of all, how dare you? Of anyone in that house, I'm not saying no one got laid, but I certainly didn't.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Flame him up if you want.
No, I'm not flaming. I'm jealous. I can't do it off TV. So go ahead.
Ah.
I thought I would have Cameron's vote.
Cassidy votes for you.
I was good. Matt then said like some shit about how Cameron's the vote he was most surprised about because he thought Cam would like vote for the best game no matter what, and I was offended by that because I'm the game bot, not Cam. What the fuck? This is good.
I'm out there. I call it the B word.
Okay.
To her face?
No, behind her back.
Oh.
No.
Oh, that's okay then.
Right? I mean, you know, this day,
Just
like,
venting.
we're playing a show. We're playing a show, and like I said, I was playing this game a certain way. So I knew people liked America, and so
Define people, because I could think of person, singular, arguably Jag as well. Didn't really manifest in game, but Jag I think liked America in general. And I think that's the list. Bowie, absolutely, sure. In the second half of the game, Bowie. And I think that's the list of people who liked America. 2 of those 3 people were in a final 3 with Matt, so I don't know exactly the strategic merit, but I'm going to let him cook.
well, I wanted to take her
No, I
from
was saying Kirsten. Move on.
us a little bit and make it a target. You know, why would people not go after the people that kind of run the game? Me and Jag.
Yep.
So I wanted to paint a picture on America and Cory.
Which is why I called America a bitch and talked about Cory's balls.
So I would say comments about them, you know, be like, they don't really help around the house.
Okay, he did say that. I mean,
Like,
he's paraphrasing. We all paraphrase. Come on. Come on. Y'all are being nitpicky.
you know, like just little things. And I'm not the only one. Like, I'm getting pinned for it.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I had a soul play. I had the veto that could have saved it.
I think he really overestimates the amount this double eviction veto played a factor. I really don't think this was the huge, like, when America, you know, is pissed off at Matt, I don't think it's like that damn veto. Because what Jag's betrayal of me in America was much more brutal than Matt's, right? But we view him very different,
Sure.
anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I said, see ya.
We'll let.
You know, like she cried. It was like, please save me. I'll never go against you. I'm like, literally a week ago, you said my name and Jag's name.
Okay. And I think there's one more clip, maybe? Or is that it? Okay. But that's the gist of it, right? The clip where he calls Riley a stage 5 clinger. Yeah, I saw that too. I don't want to dwell on this anymore. But that's where the Weasel comes from. Long tangent. And that's that. I think, I'm sure we'll share it. I'll ask about it, but I don't feel the need to talk about it much more. I think at this point it's more funny than anything else. Like, he's such a goner. When you got Jag on Twitter taken aside, that's how you know you're fucked, That's how you know you've gone too far. Hey guys, I trust me, I know everything. I see everything. But you guys know what I mean. Like, on this situation, like, you gotta go pretty far for Jag to say something. So, there's that. And then, I think it's time for story time, okay? You guys ready? It's a pretty strange story. I don't know if you guys are going to be interested in it, but it's very important to me. Were you asleep in America's TikTok? No, she wanted me to pretend. Matt's lost over 1.5k followers on IG. Wow. He's probably down to 129,000. Yeah. Gives a shit. Are Matt and Cerise still close? I don't know. Let me text them. You guys think I'm in contact with these people? Like, I could text them, I guess, but, like, you think we all have, like, a group chat and, like, we see them walk into rooms with each other? I don't fucking know. That bold and beautiful connection probably runs deep. He lost the Riley crew. You guys are so annoying. You guys are gonna, like, draw alliance maps post-game. Didn't you just see her? Yeah, she was in town, but, we're not... The only people I, like, text on a somewhat regular basis is, like, what? Jag and Bowie, I guess, but I don't really text Bowie. Izzy, maybe, but even then, like... I had lunch with Riley. That's about it. Okay, so today we're talking about something near and dear to my heart. Something very formative in my life. Karate. No, speech and debate. Speech. And you all know, going into the Big Brother house, my big thing was I'm the best persuasive speaker in the nation. It's quite a title, right? Best persuasive speaker in the nation, huh? Now, is that title real? Is it bullshit? Is it an exaggeration? Is it a full-out lie? I don't know. We have to find out. The 3-part story time, part 1, today is sophomore year. Not going to count freshman year, just not a very eventful year. Was kind of learning the ropes. So, we're going to go through my sophomore year, look at some of my speeches, look at my results, and hopefully you're going to get a better sense of how I became the man who is man enough to get into the BB house and lock down an early jury position. 8th place. Granted, I was the second to last dude evicted, so that's another way of phrasing it. Kid Nation after right, of course. Now, I want to preface with, it took me a little while to get good at speech and speech writing. So, when I read you some of these speeches, I just need you to bear with me. Okay? Because this is some these are bad speeches. Are you gonna cringe? Yes, absolutely. So let's look at one of these guys. So we start off with my oratory, 100 quoted words, 2018 original oratory. The way actually, don't look at this. You guys are cheating. Look at this. Spoiler alert: I get first at one tournament. Okay. So the way original oratory works is quite simple. It is a 10-minute persuasive speech. In the speech, your goal is to persuade your audience member of something. Could be anything. It could be walking is extremely important and we should do more of it. It can be we should get rid of the Second Amendment. It could also be something a little less tangible. We should think before we speak, whatever the case may be. Your goal is persuade. That's it. It could be persuading people not to drink water. It could be. It would be a tough one to make. And here's what you got to do. 10 minutes. 150 quoted words the max. You got to be memorized. That's basically it. Okay? So let's go into my first speech. Now, my topic this year is we organize all aspects of life into hierarchies, prioritizing something instead of... it was a really stupid topic that was very hard to explain. But let me read you the introduction, because this is where all the jokes are. This is probably my worst speech you guys will ever see. My 4th grade year marked a lot of firsts in my life. First time being in 4th grade. First time turning 10. Probably last time turning 10. And my first time visiting J.A. Biztown. You know the place. Young kids assign jobs and live out the average everyday life of an adult. Actually very akin to Kid Nation. It's actually kind of a Kid Nation vibe. You know what I mean? Anyways. Obviously, I'd be a star. It's like my grandma says. I've just got that extra oomph. When we arrived, I was told to give my job choice preferences. What could my future hold? Mayor, CEO, head chef of Biztown, all perfect jobs for double-stuffed Coreo. At this point, I didn't realize, like, the double meaning of double-stuffed. I didn't like that. It's not great. Like, it was... and then I realized why everyone liked the nickname and thought it was funny. Anyways. Where would I find myself climbing the ladder of prosperity? I opened my envelope to see beverage manager? Manager of beverages? You mean like a refrigerator? I mean, there had to be some mistake. Yes, I understand that in all reality I have far above average beverage managing skills, but come on. My options were limited, so I pulled the only power move in my arsenal. I drowned their drinks with so much ice that it was more snow cone than soda. Enjoy your 2 sips of Coke, aristocrat. It's a crazy line. But as I stood there, miserably taking drink orders, I realized something. And not just that people hate seltzer water. I found that my need to be at the top of the hierarchy of jobs ruined my whole trip. And this problem doesn't just exist within Biztown city limits. And this is my topic. Our culture is too quick to organize all aspects of our lives into hierarchies, attempting to dictate importance based solely on personal preference. Okay. This was my first, real speech that I wrote. My freshman years were, very makeshift. This was goofy as hell, and I think it's a finely written speech. This is very, textbook. It follows all the steps, but it is not very authentic to my voice. And as we get to the later years, I lean a lot more into my actual style of delivery. So this is the intro of that one. And then I write my informative speech, which info was my event for a while. Info is very similar to original oratory. Instead of a 10-minute persuasive speech, you're doing a 10-minute informative speech. And the difference between info and oratory is in info, you're allowed to use visual aids, which would usually be an easel and then boards above it. So you'd print out big 18 by 24 foam boards at wherever. Probably like Office Depot or something. This year, I did my speech on vaccines, and this is 2018. So I'm way ahead of the talking about vaccines curve. So, pretty cool stuff. Which side do I take on the matter? Well, let's see. I like to think of myself as fearless. I have no fears. That's what fearless means. But I wasn't always so brave. When I was a kid, because according to the Torah, I'm a Jewish adult now, I was scared of pretty much everything. Ghosts, the dark, hemorrhoids, ghouls. I don't even know what ghouls are. But above all else, I was afraid of shots. And clearly, because there was some divine authority working against me, of all the fears I had previously listed, this is the one I had to face. And you know what I did? I cried. A lot. And this continued all throughout my childhood. Wake up, school, find out about doctor appointment, fake being sick so I don't have to go to doctor appointment, realize that is the main reason one would go to doctor appointment, get a shot, cry, rinse, repeat. Over time, as I matured into the lion-hearted man that I am today, I'm almost certain I just put courageous into thesaurus.com and chose the weirdest, name. I figured out how to deal with this phobia. I walk in confident, grasp my parents' hand, scream till it's over. But as my parents, friends, pets, and multiple therapists always inform me, vaccines are meant to help, they protect you from diseases, blah, 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 blah. There's my topic. Some highlights in my jokes. In his 2009 piece on the importance and recreation of vaccines, an R&B melodic engineer, Jonathan Smith, explained shots. This is a classic. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, a vaccination is the act of vaccinating. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, vaccinate is to administer a vaccine. And according to corywurtenberger, Merriam-Webster's dictionary sucks. It's a classic. All right, where do we go? Any more jokes? How do we do? I talk about vaccines and autism, how the guy who made this whole link went to jail for fraud and then came back and kept pushing it. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging. So now I've gotten over my fear. In fact, my mom is almost more concerned with my newfound love for needles than my previous fear of them. That's classic. That's a good one. Vaccines are more than just a prick. Used to be my last line, then I changed it to here. Okay. Good stuff, right? So these are my 2 speeches. Now, which one do you expect did better? Vaccines, I think I called it Give It a Shot. Or my oratory, which I called something. The first one? All right, well, let's find out. Because the first tournament is a local, 44 entrants, not a big deal. Just, a tournament where you really try to get your bearings. Try to learn how to do the activity. It's your first time doing it. No one's really prepared. Start off with a 2. Not too bad. The way speech and debate tournaments work, just to break this down to all of you, you compete in preliminary rounds. Prelims is they take everyone in the tournament and they randomly make rooms of 5 or 6 people. All of you present, and the judge ranks you 1 to 5. 1 being you got first in the round, 5th meaning you got last. So that's what these numbers mean, okay? In locals, like Flying L, which is an insane name, by the way, all that matters are prelims. There's nothing outside of that. We'll get down to what happens after prelims at the next tournament. Okay. So we start off with 2nd place in the round. Pretty solid. This is my oratory, remember. Round 2, we pop off. Dub. Round 3, oh shit, Cory's doing something. 2-1-1. Am I gonna win this tournament? I've never won a tournament. I'm a sophomore. It's my first tournament. Alright, round 4 sucks. This is a tough one. No one likes round 4. Fuck round 4. And we end with a 2. 6th place at the tournament. You might say, Cory, that seems pretty bad. This 4 must drag you down. But that's not how speech and debate works. So, in every tournament, you get something called a drop round. The way a drop round works is your lowest rank, you drop. In this case, I'm dropping my 4. So, instead of having a total of 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10, I have a total of 6. But some people did better, so I end up getting 6th out of 44. Not too bad. First tournament, I'll take it. Now we go into info. Notice, only 12 entrants. Info is a substantially smaller event than oratory. And this tournament goes kind of crazy. Start off with a 4, kind of shit. Yeah, here's my floor rankings. 4, 2, 6, 3, 1. So, all over the place. What the fuck happened here? I don't know. I gave the same speech every time. Judges didn't understand what to think. But somehow I do better, because I'm competing against 12 other people instead of 40. So, we end up in 4th. And now, we're at our first real tournament. Florida Blue Key. Uh-oh. Florida Blue Key. The Florida National Tournament, if it were. Everyone travels to the University of Florida to compete. We got 113 entrants in oratory. This is a big deal. Blue Key is like our first big tournament of the year. Let's see how we do. Oratory. Again, this is the hierarchy speech. I start off with a 2. Solid start. Solid start. Did Goo Boy win? Not Flying L, but we'll bring up Goo Boy. Don't worry. Round 2. Get first place. All right. It's a good start. Ooh. Well, here's the good thing. I have a drop round, right? I could drop the 6. It's not a big deal. I just can't afford to have another shitty round. That's all I need. Okay? It's fine. We can have 1. Everyone's allowed 1. Oh, we're so back. Oh, we're so back. Oh my god. And we end with a 1. So, despite this 6 going kind of nuts, we end 1-1-1-2 in the prelims, which results in 5th place. Now you might say, Cory, congratulations on getting 5th at Florida Blukey, but that's not how this works. This is a national tournament. So, while I'm 5th place out of prelims, I am now moving on to elimination rounds. Think of it like the playoffs. So prelims, I made it through. Oratory went well. There is no info at this tournament, so I'm all in on oratory, okay? All right. We go into octafinals, top 48. It's divided into 8 rooms of 6. In order to get to quarterfinals, you have to be top 3 in your room. So there's 6 people competing. You have to be in the top half. And essentially, you just keep cutting in half until finals, which is the final 6 people. Does that make sense to everybody? How long are these speech and debates? Well, it's 10-minute speeches, and there's 6 or 7 people in a round. So it's around an hour and 15 minutes, hour 20 minutes. Okay. We're in octafinals. My first time being in out rounds is what they're called, but the playoffs. First time ever. And we start off with a 1. Whew. Shit. All right. Hey. Didn't lose a step. You know, you'd think it'd be my first tournament. I'd panic a little bit, get a little nervous. No. 2's not bad. With a 1 and a 2, I'm basically through to quarterfinals, as long as this shit isn't a 6. Right? That's all we gotta make sure. As long as it's not a 6, we're fine. Why aren't you telling us the speech? I already showed you guys the speech. The whole thing would be boring. It's just content and stuff. As long as I don't get a 6, I should be fine. No 6? It's a 1. What a time. First out round, I go 1-1-2. I'm sailing to quarterfinals. Huge. Huge. Now, quarterfinals, this is a different beast. This is the final day of the tournament. I'm riding off the high. So far in prelims, I went 1-1-1-2. In quarters, I went 1-1-2. In quarterfinals, I start, keep the momentum going. Oh boy. Oh shit. I have dug myself a hole. How am I gonna... I gotta dig out of here, okay? Daniel, you better be careful what you say, because I'm about to pull up your results, okay? But okay, I start with a 6, but I can pull myself out of this. Thanks, Goo Boy, for the sub. Thank you. We'll talk about how Goo Boy did at this tournament in a minute. I gotta dig myself out of the trenches, so I muster all my courage. We see what we can do, and oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Tough one. But you know, like with 2 6s, you're kind of screwed no matter what. Hopefully you get a good rank at the end, and like honestly, as long as you shit. Every judge in the room unanimously agreed I was the worst in the round. 6-6-6. The vibes are bad. I'm knocked out of the tournament. But the story of the tournament is not over. Because Jonathan Lunn, your boy, Glasses, as you guys call him, ends up getting 3rd at this tournament. Congratulations, Jonathan. He's the same age as me, sails to finals, gets 3rd place. And our other friend, Goo Boy, Matt, you want to write in the chat how you did this tournament? Matt's in a whole different event. He's competing in debate. Jonathan and I are doing speech. You might want to tune into the chat, go full screen on there. Winner, baby! Matt Norman at his first real tournament. Actually, you didn't win this tournament. This is sophomore year, Goo Boy. But he won this tournament the year before, so congrats to Goo Boy. How did you actually do this? Yeah, you did not. And I will say, Matt peaked in speech and debate very early. Very early. Yeah, so actually at this tournament, he got to triple octafinals, which is top 1 million competitors, basically. But, yeah, Matt did public forum. So, we move on to Nova Titan. It's a smaller tournament. It's a regional, somewhere between a local and a national. In all reality, it's kind of like a local, but this tournament's called a national, you know, whatever. It's a medium-sized tournament. This is my oratory. You guys know my beverage manager number 2 speech. Quick question. Does anyone in the chat have a prediction on who was the mayor of BizTown? I was beverage manager number 2. Who do you think the mayor was? Jonathan? Nope. Good guess. I see some guesses. Goo Boy, of course. Of course, because nepotism runs deep. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Ron DeSantis? No, but actually very similar policy platforms from Goo Boy and Ron DeSantis. He actually used Matt as inspiration for his campaign. So, we go to Nova Titan. We're doing oratory. Oh boy, these are not great rankings. 4, 4, 6, 3, 4. This is not going to move us places. I don't know what happened here. This is not that hard of a tournament. They don't like it. They did not like it. But, you know, we move. We go to info. Oh, shit! Excuse me? What are those numbers? The info is moving. Okay? And I didn't get to do the info at Blue Key. Okay. Building up some momentum. But this is a regional, so... Thank you, Anonymous. This is a regional. So I have not yet done anything, right? I've just made it into the final round. Prelim result first, of course. 4 1s and a 2. I'm first so far. And we go into finals, top 6. First final round in my career. First one. How do you think I do? Give me your placement predictions in the chat, 1 through 6. Are these still the same speeches? Throughout the entire year, it's the same speeches. I'm editing them and tweaking them, but it's the same speech. I see a lot of 5s, 2nds, 3rd, 4th, a couple firsts who believe in me. No 6ths, I appreciate that. Mike says 8th, that's hurtful. Well, let's see. You guys want to re-guess? You guys want to re-guess? Katie still thinks I'm getting 3rd. Two 1s is a good base. That's a good start. That's not bad. As long as this last judge doesn't fuck me over, we're winning this tournament. As long as it's not a 5, a 6, it's just got to be decent. Woohoo! And Cory's won the Nova Titan Invitational, first tournament win of his career. Fun fact, Info was such a small event at this tournament, they didn't even have a trophy. They forgot to order it, so they gave me flowers on the stage. I did get a trophy eventually, but they just handed me flowers. But this is big, you know, a nice little win for me. And what's important is not necessarily winning this tournament, it's getting the confidence, because the week after the Nova Titan Invitational is the Glenbrooks. The Glenbrooks is, in my opinion, the 2nd or 3rd biggest tournament of the year in all of speech and debate. It's considered fall nationals. It's held in Chicago in around November. The first real big, massive tournament. Compared to Nova Titan, look at this. We got 35 entrants, 16. Glenbrooks has 110 in oratory. It's a big one, okay? Now let's see how I perform. Schools are only allowed to send a certain amount of people, so being able to go is really, you know, nice for me. Mostly because of how I did in the previous tournament. So let's see if I make the most of this opportunity. I go 2, 3, 4, 5, which is pretty mid Not really great. I'm not getting out of prelims with this. It is simply not good enough. But it's not bad. You have to understand, this is a very, very hard tournament. I'm a sophomore. This is not horrible results, but it's not good enough to advance. Info's interesting. I go 4-1-1-4. And this is enough to squeak through to quarterfinals. Squeak through. Barely. Would both your parents always go? No. Towards the end, my mom went to some of them, but mostly neither of them. So I slither through. And we get to quarterfinals. Already getting to quarterfinals is a massive accomplishment. This tournament is really hard. I'm not that good yet. You know, I'm very happy with this. And now it's, you know, it's all extra credit. It's all bonuses. Let's see how we do. All right. Hey, just because I think I'm lucky to be there doesn't mean I'm going to try to be lucky to be there in semifinals as well, right? Oh, shit. This is what we call picket fencing in speech. Because it's like a picket fence. 1-1-1. Okay. Yeah. This isn't bad. 1-1-1? That's the shit you like to see. And then you ride the momentum because you go into semifinals. Top 12 of the 85 entrants. Let's see how we do. One, two, three, and I'll tell you what, you're always getting out with 1, 2, 3. That'll send you to the next round. No doubt about it. Remember, there's 6 people in it. You got to be in the top 3. This is easily in the top 3. So we're in finals. I'm losing my mind. I never expected to be able to make it to finals. That's crazy. I was just hoping to break at this tournament. But we're in finals. It's mostly seniors. 4 seniors and 1 junior, myself. And I'm freaking out. I'm super fucking nervous. I end up speaking, I think, second, which is, you know, I like speaking in the middle of the round or late in the round. I'm speaking kind of early, but what are you going to do? Shaking in my boots, literally. Shaking. And we start off with a 2. Wait. You know, I don't know what I'm trying. I'm just trying not to get 6th place. I don't want to get 6th. And I'm not getting 6th with a 2. 3. Okay. It seems like I'm middle of the pack. This is good. This is a good result. You can't complain about this. Right? You know, it's my first national tournament final round. I'm really proud of myself to put up these numbers. I go 1, 2, 3, which is enough to get first place at the Glenbrooks Invitational. And thus my love affair with the city of Chicago begins. I'll have pictures and stuff to show you in the next one. I kind of rushed to make this one. But I get first. This is crazy. This is the biggest tournament of my life. Insane. Probably one of the most important tournaments to me. Just came out of nowhere. Super, super dope. So I won. Yeah, this was tight. But now everything's changed. Because before, I was this, like, sophomore who I wasn't really, you know, I was doing fine. I was doing well locally. And then I go to national tournaments. It's not as good. I just won the biggest tournament of the year up until this point. So I go into Sunvite, and there's a mission. And that mission is to win. Okay? I'm done with this having fun bullshit. Just here to improve. I'm here to win now. Now let's see how we do. Invitational, 121 entrants. This is 2018, yes. Or I guess this is the first 2018. That was 2017. 4, 5, 4, 1, 2. My oratory continues to lack. Would Zach go to your things? He would. In a different event, but I'll mention Zach at different points. Info 11255. We're gonna drop a 5. It's a drop round. Again, we drop an oratory, we advance in info. And, yeah, doing pretty well. Start quarterfinals with a 1. You know, again, I just won Glenbrooks. Sunvite is a pretty huge tournament. Maybe a little smaller than Glenbrooks, but still big. 3, okay, and a 1. Oh, breeze through that shit. Y'all thought I would have a problem with quarterfinals? Pfft. Fuck out of here. Then we go into semis. Again, I'm not worried about semifinals. At this point in my career, it's all about oh, shit. Now, I have an excuse for this tournament. I know what went wrong. And it's one person's fault. And that one person might be in the chat. Are you still here? And he might be here and he might be hiding his face. This is absolutely Goo Boy's fault. Because I'm there, I'm ready to perform, and then Matt, already out of the tournament, brings like a legion of 9 kids from my school to come sit in the room to watch. Which is allowed, but it's kind of obnoxious, because now the entire audience is basically my friends. And they were laughing awkwardly, it was very off-putting, it wasn't a good look for me. And I drop 3-5-3, it's not good enough. And I am eliminated from Sunvite very prematurely. Not good. I go from the peak of the mountain, first place at the Glenbrooks, to not even making finals at Sunvite. Is it my fault your jokes are funny? Shut up, Daniel. We go to Harvard. You might see, this number in the top left corner is insane. Harvard, I think, is the second biggest tournament of the year. There's nationals, but Harvard is huge. 305 in oratory. And again, middling-ass results in oratory. Cory, it's time for you to fucking perform. What the fuck? And I drop. That's not going to get you to the next round. 2, 3, 4, 4. Info goes a little better. 4, 2, 2, 1. That'll work. That gets me into octafinals. It's 9th place in the entire tournament, actually. So of the 167 entrants, I enter in 9th. But because it's 167 people, the elimination rounds start at the top 48. 48. Should have picked a better topic at 00. Yep. Yes, I should. It's a long journey. I mean, I made it to the next round, but you got to get from top 48 to top 6 to get to finals. This is a lot. It's a good start. It's a good start. You know, starting off with a 1, you feel good here. Okay. This is going to be enough. Surely. And it is. 114, an average of 2. This is fantastic work. We are through to the quarterfinals, top 24 of 167. Quarterfinals. Always a dicey kind of round, because in quarterfinals, you've whittled it down to some, basically only the good competitors, but everyone's still competing, so the audiences are small. You're still only speaking to 5 or 6 people. So this is the kind of a spot in the tournament I usually get in trouble, but let's see. Start off with a 3. Okay, you know, we move. If we get 3 3s, we're probably moving on. You know what these scores mean? Every speaker in a 6-person round is ranked from 1 to 6. 1 being you get 1st place, 6 being you got 6th place. So this person, this judge, thought I was the 3rd best speaker of the 6. We start off with a 3. It's not bad. 6 incoming. Maybe, but not yet. Not yet. A 2. At this point, I'm in good shape. As long as I don't get a 5 or a 6, I should move on. Right. This is solid. I should be fine. Right? Yeah. Right. Straight to semifinals. Woo-hoo. Top 12 of 167. It's not bad. It's not bad. We're climbing. Here we are. Top 12. Let's see how we do. At this point, this round is maybe held at 9:30 at night. Tournament's running super late. Finals are the next day. So if I make it through semifinals, I make it to the final day of the tournament. I go to sleep knowing I get to compete tomorrow. Oh boy. Alright, I've got some ground to make up. I have some ground to make up. A 4 is not good. 4 is not good, but it's salvageable. You start with a 6, you're fucked. A 4, maybe you can make something work. And just maybe I can. Just maybe. We're bringing it back. And this final rank will determine if I make it to the final round of the Harvard Speech and Debate Tournament. As a sophomore, mind you. Not only do I make it to finals, I end up getting first in my semi-final round. This is not the YouTube video one. That's my senior year. 1-1-4. And we move to finals. I'm over the moon. I'm performing in front of probably 120 people. Biggest room I've ever done. Very nervous. At this point, I'm playing with house money. I'm just trying to do my best, right? Let's see how we do. It would be insane for me to win Harvard as a sophomore. 170 people, and I'm going to get first? That doesn't sound right. This is the VAC speech. Yes, it is. Oh, shit. Look, I don't want to jinx it, but I think I just won the Harvard Speech and Debate Tournament. I think I won it. 1-1. As long as this final rank is not bad, I should be good. Let's go. Is that... Yeah? Yeah? No. No. Fuck. There's 5 judges. Haters. Fucking haters. All of them. 2 of them. 1-1-2... 5-5. What place do you think this gets me? 1-1-2-5-5. 3 of the judges thought I was one of the 2 best speakers in the room. 2 of them thought I was the 2nd worst. There's no drops in out rounds. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I get 3rd. It's a really good result. Really, really, really good result. You know what I mean? It's a good one, but damn, it could have been more, right? Now, question. Where's the Zach Wurtenberger in all of this? Zach's doing speech and debate too, right? He's a senior when I'm a sophomore. Zach at this tournament also gets 3rd place in his event. So this is cool. Fun fact. What do you think Cory and Zach were doing between rounds when we had some time off? What do you think we were doing? Were we perhaps filming an audition video? Zach has me, like, we're like walking out into the snow, it's snowing. He like strips down to his underwear, is recording his Survivor audition video. This is my sophomore year. It is, yeah. Zach's a senior. He's gonna apply this year. So we're recording it. We go to the Harvard Library to get Jeff Probst's children's books, like Stranded or something, I think it's called. And this is not the tape that ultimately gets him on the show, but he sends it, he gets feedback, sends another one. The rest is history. In his underwear in public. Hey, he wanted to get on the show. He was committed. So he also gets 3rd at this tournament, so that was pretty cool. The Instagram post said 3rd in bros. Zachary Thirdenberger. Applying senior year. Oh, he's brave. Survivor, you gotta be 18. So that's the age, so. He applies, doesn't get on until he's 21 because of COVID, but he kind of breezed through the process. We go to states. I only qualify in info. You have to qualify to states. I don't even qualify in oratory. I ranked pretty well. An 18-year-old has never been on, though? No, there's been several 18-year-olds. Michael was on. Sammy was on. Natalie Tenorelli was 18. Wasn't there 18-year-olds allowed on Big Brother for a while. Wasn't like Danny Donato under 21? Danny was 19. Yeah. That's crazy. 20. Did she turn 20 during the show? She turned 21 in the house. Okay. Michelle was the 18-year-old from 11? Michelle? Oh, BB4 Michelle. Okay. I was like, Michelle Noonan. There's no way she was 19 or 18. Okay. States. These are solid prelims. States is different. So the way states works is your results after prelims matter, but your prelims still matter. So in prelims, I go 1, 1, 2, 1 because I dropped the 3. So those 5 ranks, 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, those stick with me. So everything I get is added on, and they keep cutting people in half, okay? So I start out going into semifinals in 5th place. So if things stay as they are, I'll get into finals. I just can't fuck this up. Okay. Okay. Fuck. This is a good semifinal round. So now, my cumulative score is 10. 5 in prelims, 5 in semis. I enter finals in 1st place. I'm in the driver's seat. I just can't fuck it up. That's it. It seems manageable. No. Well, let's see. The anxiety is so bad. It's pretty bad, but I make it worse because I care too much. Shit. I built myself a cushion, but winning with a 6 is hard. I'm going to have to... Three, 3, 4, 6, 6. This is not good. This is a bad job. It's not a great round. What happened? I don't know. I mean, my speech has a lot of humor, and sometimes it just doesn't land. Like, the energy could be awkward, and then I get discouraged, and I deliver worse. It's tough. But my prelims were really good, so I'm able to somehow still get 4th with these ranks. I still get 4th, which... You know, not great, but it was you know, first state tournament, I get 4th. It's not that bad. It's fine. Now we go to the Tournament of Champions. TOC. Contrary to its name, not the hugest tournament, a very big one. The number of people in it is not as big, but it's very good competitors because you have to qualify to this tournament through other tournaments. So because of Glenbrooks and because of Harvard, I've qualified to the Tournament of Champions. And my oratory ranks are all over the fucking place. 7, 1, 6, 4, 1. What the fuck? And somehow, for the first time since Blue Key, I thought it was 1 through 6. Yeah, but in Tournaments to Champions, they have 7-person rooms sometimes. So there were 7 people, and they thought I was the worst of all of them. Somehow, 1, 1, 4, 6 is enough. and I break an oratory for the first time. That's crazy. So I placed 19th overall, and that's a top 24 advance. So I've scraped through. Not bad. Info is a little bit more, you know, normal. 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. Not the best, but 10th place, solid. No complaints about 10th. That'll get you into quarterfinals. My first oratory out round since Blue Key. Last time I went 6, 6, 6. Let's see if I could redeem myself. Looks like I can. Hey, first time we didn't get a 6 in quarterfinals in oratory. That's good. Well, we're back, and we suck ass. And we're out in quarters. And that's going to be my last oratory tournament of the year. So it is safe to say the J.A. Biztown hierarchy speech flopped. But I was never really good at oratory my sophomore year. I wasn't. I was an info kid. So we move to info quarterfinals. Back in my element. Talking about vaccines. We start off with a 2. The goal of quarterfinals is to get to semifinals. I'm not trying to win the tournament, even though I do win the round. Business. In and out. Had a mission, accomplished it. On to the next. Now we move to semifinals. Being a finalist of the Tournament of Champions is a big deal. Big, big deal. I'd love to get there. Another one of these tournaments where finals are on their own day. So to qualify to the final day of the tournament, big auditorium, you go to a hotel, you got to do well in semis. I start off with a 1. I don't like that. Like, I was feeling confident, and then I saw this shit. Now I'm like, okay, I really got to clutch out this final rank. Otherwise, I'm in serious trouble. That'll do it. 1, 2, 4. That'll get you through every time. That'll get you through every time. Fun fact, the 4 in this round actually was anti-vax. On my ballot, which is like where they write your feedback, it was like, you're the best competitor, you're the best speaker in the room by a lot, but I had a bad experience with the Gardasil vaccine, and then they went on to explain the potential dangers of vaccines. Which, honestly, I do respect it, because, like, for an anti-vax person to hear a speech talking about how vaccines are good, I'm surprised I got 4th. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't expect that. Is that allowed? I mean, you know, it's not, you're not supposed to rank based on your preferences, but if you disagree with an argument, you know, Gardasil is super important. Oh, yeah. We're in finals. Now, it's about time I introduce to you all a character. This character we'll call Joshua. It's actually a her, so I'll say Joshette. No. Let's say America. Her name's America, okay? And throughout this tournament, you might have seen, I've gotten some good results, right? Okay, let's see. Where are we? We're at the Harvard tournament. I get 3rd place. The winner is America. She wins this tournament. Let's go back. The Sun Invitational. I place semifinals. America wins. The Glenbrooks. She does not attend, so I'm able to win that one. And she also wins states. So she's won everything. Dominant stretch for America. And you know, she made it to finals at the Tournament of Champions. You know she did. Now, will I... Okay, wait. First of all, let's break this down. Matt, do you want to provide your contribution to this round? Do you remember what you did in this round? Because Matt, again, caused a fucking disturbance. Because that's just what he does. Now go on. Matt, who's at these tournaments, you wouldn't know it by his results. SOS phone alarm goes off. Not to mention, sitting next to him is Daniel, who's eating fucking cereal during the round. Or that math doesn't add up. Maybe it was Jonathan. Maybe it was Matt. Someone had a fucking big-ass bowl of cereal and milk and was just eating it in, like, the second row. That was Mr. Martin? Okay. I remember the slurping. So basically, this all to say, I had everything working against me. It was Matt, not me. It was TFC 2019. I see. Mixing up my dates. Wilk, shut up. But let's see if I'm able to overcome my demon, America. We start off with a 2. Okay. All right. You know, you get a 2, you keep yourself in it. Okay. I mean, this is good. But at a certain point, is it going to be good enough? I go 2-2-2. America goes 1-1-3 and wins by 1 rank. Cooked me again. The entirety of the year. I can't do anything about it. I can't. It's hard. She's really good. Really, really good. Would 2-2-1 have won? Yeah. No, actually. 2-2-1 would not have won. The way it works is, if she got if I had 2-2-1, she had 1-1-3. The way they do it is they see how many judges ranked one person over the other. So if she got a 1 here, so she was first, I was second, they give her a point. She was first, I was second, they give her a point. And I was first, she was third, they give me a point. It'd be 2-1, I would lose. But I lose. So sad. Seems to me like this girl is actually the most persuasive speaker in the country. Well, first of all, it's sophomore year, and this is informative, so this isn't even persuasive speaking. This is informative speaking. And I get second. A really good result, frankly, but I'm very clearly not good enough yet to win. This girl a senior. She was a junior. So you might hear more about her later. And we go to nationals. You're like, whoa, there's a lot of numbers here, Cory. Well, nationals, this is the biggest tournament of the year. It's not close. And it works slightly differently. In every round, you have 2 judges. So you have 2 ranks. Let's see how we do. Round 1, 1-2. Amazing. Round 2, 3-4. Not that great. Go 2-3. That's solid. 5-3, pretty shit. 5-2, pretty shit. 2-1, really good. The way they calculate prelims at nationals, they get rid of your 2 lowest ranks, so I lose my 2 5s, and I lose my 2 best ranks, so I lose 2 1s. So my actual rank is 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 2, or something. So it is enough to get me to octafinals. It's enough. Now, once you get to the elimination rounds at nationals, all your preliminary scores go out the window. They no longer matter. What does matter is your rank starting now. From now on, no matter what ranks you get, they stick with you until the end of the tournament. Everything you get just adds on to your score. So let's see how we do. Have you ever completely choked on a speech? No. But we'll get there. Octafinals 1. They run 2 rounds of octafinals to get even more data. This tournament is legit. 2-4-4. This is bad. To get to quarterfinals, I'm going to need to have a much stronger second octafinal round. So we move. A 4. Okay, am I cooked? It seems like I'm cooked. 2. Okay. So right now my ranks are 2-4-4-4-2. This seems kind of shitty. But we clutch it out. Clutch it out. And we get to quarterfinals. Biggest tournament of the year. And we start off with a bang. 1-2-4 in the first quarterfinals. Whew. I needed that because I was barely into quarterfinals, so I was fighting from behind. And I go into quarterfinals 2, hyped up, and I bomb. And nationals are over, and I'm out at the top 30 after winning one of the biggest tournaments of the year, getting second and third in the 2 next biggest. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. I'm crying. I'm upset. Thanks, Steele. Thanks for the gift. This is a bona fide tragedy. There's no way around it. And the America doesn't even go to this tournament. She has some summer commitment, so she doesn't even care enough. Where is she now? I should just grab. I mean, she went to Howard, was the president there, class president, and now she's off in DC or something. Maybe law school, one of the 2. And that's the story of part 1 of 3 of my speech and debate journey. Good year. Ends in tragedy. And I'm left with one thought following my sophomore year. anyone posts the Vampire Diaries quiz one more time, I'm banning your ass. Bree, you understand that you're becoming Steel Cage? Do you understand this? Do you see what's happening? Little Diggy Vert. Y'all better be excited for the City RP stream coming. Y'all better be excited. The entirety of Americory world is going to invade City RP and take over. Elect me king. And then we're never going to touch the server again. Hope you guys are excited. Thanks, Ori. Who in chat would be best? Probably Ned. Accents do a lot. Accents are very helpful. Maybe Chiara. Confidence goes a long way, too. When's the next mod game? Does anyone know? It's supposed to be a month from the first one. Is it coming up? Tonight? Okay. Well, you know what that means? We're doing it Sunday. Just like last time. We're doing it Sunday. Sunday's the best day to do it. That's the truth. Kid Nation tonight? Absolutely. New VIP needed. Yeah, Brig, we're gonna do Kid Nation in like 5 minutes. It's going well, Ori. Appreciate it. Just chilling. Michaels gets me Sunday, sorry. You hate Kid Nation? Well, they hate you, Steel. So, yeah. Big Eviction Notice game Sunday. I know you guys are all interconnected. Spread the word. Be there. It'll probably be like 4 p.m. 3 p.m., something like that. We can do it later if you guys want. Let's finish the rest of the song, and then we'll get to Kid Nation. If you don't give us a solid time... Can we watch a wife swap? That would be funny. I think let's do 5 Central. I think 5 Central is a good time. Strong vote for after 7. Would you guys all much prefer later? It's you guys playing, so let me put the poll. Have you ever judged? Yeah, I've judged a ton. I've judged a lot of like final rounds too. You guys want me to play Karma? Say Less. I love the song. Karma's a bitch. Should've known better. Say Less, Bailey. Let's play the original. Y'all are haters. Haters, all of you. The problem with JoJo was New Era is it's so, like, premeditated. And she's, like, saying too much. Enough prologue. Let's get to the fucking Kid Nation. Little update on the Patreon. 7 CST it is. 7 CST on Sunday. Be there. Eviction notice, new VIP game. A little update on the Patreon quickly. My strategy corner, we ran a poll. The next thing I'll be doing is ranking all the casts on how strategic I think they were, how good of players I think the casts were in their entirety. See where BB25 ranks. I've begun doing some of the work, because there's a lot of research I have to do, because some of those seasons I gotta remember how people played. Some of like the early boots. Because I was sitting there in class today thinking, like, how did Cassie play on BB13? And I did not know the answer, so I've been looking it up. So that's what I'm doing. America has posted her book club details. There's a poll about when to do the book club and what books. I think Gone Girl is leading right now. So check out Gone Girl if you're interested in that. Tomorrow, I'm recording with my sister the first Total Drama Island recap, me and Molly. First episode of Family Style, so we're recapping episode 1. For me, it's a rewatch. It's her first time seeing it, so I won't spoil it. It'll be as akin to like Survivor Know-It-Alls if you've watched that, or an episode update. And America and I are filming the podcast this weekend, the second episode, and it will be all about post-game, so jury, and the pre-finale stuff, and the finale night, and, that's what that's going to be. So if you're interested, we're trying to provide enough stuff. We're going to have a actual defined schedule soon. America Socials, the Patreons. Yeah, I've given America all the information. Like, she'll do it when she wants. But obviously, we're going to have a schedule. Right now, we posted a lot of stuff at the start because we wanted you guys just to have it. But America's Book Club, I think, is running on Sundays generally. I think I'm going to do the podcast. We're going to release at the start of the week. So we're going to film it on the weekend. Probably release it on Tuesday. My strategy quarter will probably be Thursday, so it'll be like the Total Drama thing will be on the weekend. America's Book Club is Sunday. Tuesday will be the podcast, and Thursday will be my strategy quarter, and that'll space it out a little bit. Have you recorded Sharon Dark? No, it's tomorrow. For real, for real? Yeah, we just gotta pick a movie. I think we're gonna see Monkey Man. That'll just be random. We'll add it somewhere. I'm here for the story time. Go back in the VOD. So there's a lot of stuff. We're gonna try to maintain it all. Right now we're trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, but I'm excited about all of it. I'm curious about Monkey Man. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, let's get down to business. Kid Nation. A quick update. Anyone who didn't watch last episode, perhaps the most important episode of the season, the kids learned the importance of democracy. They ran re-elections, and we got some movement. Taylor has been deposed in favor of Zach on a narrow 5-4 vote. Drama. Someone flipped. One of the girls flipped. Laurel, despite having Michael and Sophia and a lot of these bigger characters on her tribe, ran unopposed, so she maintains her spot. Anjay was being attacked brutally by Olivia, but won the election comfortably. Olivia, tough spot for her, says she'll run again if she has the opportunity. And then our boy Mike gets deposed in favor of Guylan, who we don't really know much about. So, a lot of stuff to go into. I'm kind of curious to see how Guylan does as a city leader. The truth is, the city leader doesn't have that big of a role outside of deciding gold stars. So, we'll see. I'm curious how Zach's leadership's going to be. Maybe he'll realize it's not as easy as it sounds. My one prediction, just because Zach's a leader doesn't mean Taylor and any of the girls are going to listen to him. I think he's going to have a really tough time because literally Taylor now is going to feel no incentive to do work. And Greg finally did win the gold star. So that's catching us up. That's my predictions. Let's get into it.
Kid Nation is about kid power, and you have the power to tell everyone to watch. Grab your parents, pick up the remote, and click on Kid Nation, starting right now on CBS.
That's so odd. It's like calling on us to market.
Previously on Kid Nation.
So we read the journal.
Taylor has a monetary incentive now. That is true. Is this the play from Taylor and Mike to try to get off the council so they're eligible for the gold star? Interesting. Yeah. Pep talks to America when we both got backdoored. I was like, America, you got this. Don't quit. And like, I was like annoyed because I was like, damn, the more she wants to quit, the less likely they are to vote her out. It's like, in a weird way, I needed her to like be really into it. And she never would have quit, obviously, but like, you know, she was very sad. So I was trying to like hype her up, like mostly because I cared. Obviously, I didn't want her to be upset, and I wanted her to live her dream. But also, I was like, okay, if she just lays down and dies and is like, I want to leave, I have no shot. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I need her to try and to play hard, and then they'll think she's a threat, and then maybe we'll have a chance. But then my other part was like, okay, could I make her feel so bad that she'd quit? And then I'd say, probably not, but maybe. But obviously I would never even consider actually trying that. But every one of these things is happening in my brain. You low-key did have a chance? I mean, not really. Not really. But like, there was a world. I really think for everyone in the house, I think for every single person in the house, it was the right decision to get rid of me. Without exception. Yeah. Like, you could argue maybe Suri, but Blue is as good of a competitor as me. And Blue was much more loyal to Suri. You know what I mean? So, like, unless Suri wanted me and Blue, but I don't think so. I don't know. If Blue never had Jared in the game, would have loved to see her game, she would have been gone. No, like, a lot of those people needed to get to the end with America. Because if I win comps and get to the end, I beat all of them. I think I literally beat everyone on that jury. I think Suri might have been close, but even still, I think I beat Suri. Because people overestimated my game, where they underestimated hers. Like, they needed to get to they needed America to win comps towards the end and, like, take them. Blue was honestly their best hope, because Blue could win comps. She got pretty close a couple times. And Blue would have lost to Suri, at least. Blue probably would have beat Felicia and Bowie. But Blue was never good at comps. She never got close to win, or she never won. Coming close doesn't matter. That's such a reductive way of thinking. That's so silly. Thanks, Anonymous. Felicia won more comps than Blue. Blue is an infinitely better competitor than Felicia. I think Blue's a better competitor than Matt. Like, if Blue was doing well. If Jag doesn't exist, Blue wins like 3-4 competitions. If Heisem stays there till the end, Jag wins 0 competitions. Like, you gotta... You guys said Chicago Fire, right? Darren Ritter. What a moment. Probably gonna stream next on Sunday, I think. Potentially Saturday, but probably just Sunday at 7. Eviction Notice VIP game. Spread the word. So, get ready. I'm going to be putting out the Patreon stuff, so, you know, if you're interested in that, look towards that. Sharon Tharp interview tomorrow. No idea when it's going to get released. Is Ned commentating? If he's around. If Ned's around, for sure. If not, maybe I'll get Matt or someone. Ned says push it to 8. He wants to be there. 8 Central. I mean, you guys okay with 8? Is that fine? Later is better for you guys, right? It's 9 EST. I mean, it gets very late for you guys. Nine EST is late on Sunday. Let's do 7 CST. Let's keep it the same, and Ned will hop in when he hops in. You know, like literally like an hour is like the first like 3 boots. Are you letting anyone play? I mean, I'll have my list of people, and then it'll be some randoms for sure. Well, like it'll start at 7, but it'll really start at 7:30. You guys know how it is. It always is a bitch at the start. So, do you have a list of players? No, but figure it out. All right, y'all. I'm heading out for the night. We'll be live here Sunday at 7.